we had a Sam Walker, Sam and Charlotte Walker were in the original group, and Sam had an old Chevrolet truck that he kind of donated to us, and we would keep all the church things in there, the temporary altar, the lectern, anything that we had, the books and so forth, we'd keep in that truck. And one person or couple would be assigned to drive that truck to Eastover School before the service and set it all up, set the all-purpose room up as a church.
Yes, we set up on Saturdays.
Okay.
And that's where the famous truck comes in. So we were in teams, groups of two families or three families, depended. And you got the truck, and you went on Saturday and set up, and then on Sunday you repacked the truck, and the next family took the truck home with them, where it sat in their driveway all week. And of course, disreputable looking thing, of course the fact that the gas tank leaked was a major problem. As many times you'd come out on Saturday morning to drive to church and you wouldn't have any gas.
The truck would always have leaks to it because it was an old vehicle and not in good shape at all. And of course, all we do is keep it running, and that wasn't easy. And because of its condition. All right, now we'll have our truck prayer.
Or prayers for the people who had to deal with it.
Very strong bond of friendship and great relationships while we were having our services, and in between too.
Well, we were very pleased with ourselves, shall I say. Very happy. It was just that we were really doing something important, I think. And we didn't hesitate at all to plunge in, as it were, and start this. We were all very young. You know, didn't know any better. Oh yes, absolutely. We started very soon looking for property, at least, and thinking in those terms. And we were greatly encouraged by Christ Church.
Christ Church encouraged us to find a site for church, and we did quite a bit of searching up and down Adams Road. And I'll never forget, I think Kitty Dewey called me one day and said, "Roger, there's an old farmhouse and barn and a sign on it for sale on Adams Road, south of Square Lake Road." So I immediately checked it, and we called the people, the owner, and got together and decided this would be a great site for us.
Oh, there were a lot of arguments, and lots of places were picked or looked at. But this finally came down to the place. There was a stable on here, as you may have heard, and it was pretty much on its way out. So with the help of Christ Church, we bought the property.
And so we talked to Christ Church because we didn't have any money, and Christ Church took a look at it, and they said, "That looks great." we'll provide the money to get you started. So they did, and we made an offer, and it was originally 10 or 11 acres, I forget exactly, and so we had the site, and then we decided we would hire an architect and then eventually a builder and build a building.
Then we started the fundraising, and we went to every house that you could possibly imagine in this entire area and got some money.
Now, Troy wasn't quite as...
Oh, we were doing some proselytizing too. Oh yes, yes indeed. Anyone who set foot in that school who hadn't been seen before was called on immediately. Yeah. Troy didn't become a city until just after we moved, 1955. And it was farmland. Absolutely. Oh, we went through all sorts of things. The thing is, we had our first neighborhood meeting on Advent Sunday in 1956. So, of course, everybody said, oh, this will be the Church of the Advent. No, it would not be, because they'd already gotten in ahead of us a couple of weeks, I think. So then we started thinking of things, and well, there were a lot of good names and everything, and finally one day I said, what about St. Stephen's? And that's when I was appalled to find out that there were people who didn't know who St. Stephen's was. St. Stephen. I could not believe that. Well, anyway, we got that straightened out, and there was a big vote, and that's what we got.
We decided we would form a committee for the architectural work and the builder and so forth, and I was chosen to be chairman of the building committee. And then as chairman, I appointed several chairmen of different committees. And by the way, Bill Dewey, who was a CPA and with Chrysler at the time, we all appointed him chairman of the mission, and he was the first chairman. But the committees we had were small and very active. They were very active and got things done. We got things done in a hurry. Well, that was great. I remember that, and I've seen that footage too. We measured off. Pictures were being taken of all of that.
Well, here we got groundbreaking, and you want to talk about suits and dresses and hats. I nearly die when I see that hat of mine at the groundbreaking. Well, it's just like walking through any field in high heels. You turn your ankle a lot. There I am in my hat. Oh, Lord have mercy.